Happy New Year, all my beauties. Thank you for joining me today. I journal. I journal a lot, and it's been so instrumental to go back and read my journals from 10, 15 years ago and see how much my life has changed, how much I've matured. And this was a gift from a friend that knows that I journal. It's a coloring journal. And it's so sweet of her. She put it's got a lot of inspiring messages in it. So let's have some fun. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's textured. So it sounds strange when you... It's got running lines on it, which I think are just amazing. I love the bass sounds of this when I really kind of bear down hard on it. I kind of like that. But then you've got these little soft sounds that are soothing as well. I didn't do that in my other video. That was fun. So I always do a talking, well, not always. For the most part, I do a talking and a no talking version. Sometimes I just don't have the time to do them both. But this one I will have a no talking version. So if you are like me, where it's hard for you to hear people talking, I have a no talking version. Okay, so enjoy that. If you like the soft spoken, stay tuned. Camera angle might be a little different. Right in the middle of my other video, somebody commented on a video, and so I had to stop right after that session and reply. That's important to me, to let people know that I'm hearing them, seeing them. This is such a good gift because you get to be mature and journal your life, and then you get to be like a child again in color. Ooh, I like that. I haven't even seen this page yet. 2 are better. I like the idea of that. I'll come back to that a little bit later as to why I love that. Elephants are my favorite animals. I don't know if this works for you, but I like both soft and aggressive sounds. I like soft tapping. I like aggressive tapping. Maybe I shouldn't be combining those, but it's what comes naturally. So let me know if you like them combined. Sometimes and very soft, and other times it's so if you don't like that, I apologize. I know there's like 14 million ASMR channels, so hopefully you'll find one that you like that can bring you some soothing. Okay, I want to stay the entire time on this book, but I'm going to move on. So part of the gift are these colored pencils. And in the no talking version, they made such amazing sounds. We're going to stick with them for just a few minutes. So again, I've switched where I am doing my videos. And I'm sitting on the floor. So my dog, there's no barrier between my dog and me. So he's been making an appearance in my videos. You hear that? Hopefully it doesn't disrupt you. It's so frequent. I'm not quite sure what to do about that. I'll figure it out soon. All right. I want to take these out of here because they make such an amazing noise. Try to go as slow as possible as not to make a terrible noise for you. So hoping you're able to hear that like I am. Doesn't matter if I go fast or slow. I love the sound. Let me get the mic closer. Hi, Mr. Mike. I like the mic. So I've done just a little bit of acting. And the mic that they put in the scenes, they always put it like right out of the shot, and so I called it the Little Monster because I could always see it, and it was so funny. It would just creep around the corner, or if we're sitting in a car, it's like sitting right here, and so I called it the Little Monster the whole time, and they can really get that mic anywhere. And so I have Little Monster 0.2 over here because he's always lurking near me. To move on. All right, I like this one. The sound of it. Listen to that hollow sound. I love it. It's like a bassy hollow sound. Let's move the Little Monster 2.0 away. is Don't Sweat the Small Stuff for teens. I tell you, parenting is not easy. Even when you have the best ideas, sometimes they don't work out the way you planned. I have an amazing son, though. I'm just so spoiled rotten with him. He's one of those genuine people that care about others. And not just care, he will put himself aside for others. He was in a play, and he was cast as the lead role, along with another boy. And there was a young version of the lead role, and there was an old version of the lead role. But the young version had all the best songs, and the other boy wanted to play the young version. So he said, "Mom, I feel like I just need to put him ahead of myself. And so I will take the older version, although I want the young version too." And so they worked it out, and he did such a great job as the older version. There weren't as many songs, but his voice was a little bit deeper than the young version. The boy who played the young version was, so it worked out perfectly because he was supposed to be the grown-up version of the main character. And that just happened to be perfect. We didn't anticipate that. And he just had so much fun, and now he and that other boy are still good friends. Imagine he would have lost somebody. He could have potentially lost a good friend from his life by demanding to play the role that he wanted to play. And that was just a reminder to me, as much as I can, to put others in front of myself. Okay, soapbox over. Okay. This was given to me last year, actually, when I was thinking about doing ASMR. And so I'll skip them because it's going to ruin the surprise, but the first 20 pages are ASMR ideas. I got this back when I still thought that it was ASMR meant audio sensory meridian response. I was just making up the A word. I didn't know what it was, so I just made it up. I was like, yeah, I'm doing this new thing. It's called audio sensory meridian response. It's not what it's called. I love journals and books because you get this high pitch and this slow pitch. Move on, and I'm going to come back to this in a minute, and I'll show you why. I'm not done with this guy yet. like this little, it was just one of those free things that you get at like shows promoting business. But it makes such great noises. Listen, I'll be quiet so you can listen. Ooh. Ah. You know, I wanted to take a moment to say I've been doing some request videos, and I find that it's so funny. Some of the requests I get are stuff I was already thinking of doing. So if you have anything you'd like to see me do, please feel free to request it. And as long as I think it appropriate for the kind of the theme of the show, absolutely. I'll work on it. It takes me a little while, just because I do work. So it takes me a little while. Okay, listen to this sound. Ooh. There's a dog barking just outside. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. I hear it all. I hear my dog yawn, and I hear dogs bark outside. I hear my stomach growl. So hopefully you guys can't hear that. Hopefully my mic doesn't pick all that up. Little Monster 2.0. Hopefully it is selective. I saw a movie last night with Harry Connick Jr. It was called, and it had Renee Zellweger in it. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name correctly. It was called New in Town. It cracked me up, and I'm still thinking about it today. It's just kind of about a power businesswoman coming to a small town. It was just hilarious to me, and it just made me feel all warmed inside. All right, enough of that. All right, so here we go. I'm going back to this little guy, and here's why. In my no talking version, I wrote something that I'd like to read to you. So in this other journal, it said better together. And I so ascribe to that. It's so important to have people to do life with, and I understand sometimes people don't have anybody to do life with. I came to this city brand new a couple years ago, and it took me 5 years to develop friends. And I'm not a weird person. I'm pretty normal, relatively speaking. It took me a long time to develop friends and people to do life with, and I have done that. And so I want to encourage you, sometimes we have the best hopes for our year in January, and then by December we are downtrodden and sad and depressed because none of the things we wanted to have happen happened. So this is my little declaration for you. I wrote it in the first one, and I'm just going to read it here. 2019 will be amazing. Even if 2018 was terrible, I believe 2019 can be incredible. If you are sad and unable to believe that for yourself, I will believe it for you. Happy New Year.